Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we'll be covering elongation. So before we begin, I will start with a dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ijma'in. So this is the dagger aleph, and you see it all over these words, right? Or letters, sorry. It's treated just like an aleph. So instead of saying ba, you'll say ba. You'll extend for 2 counts. This is the effect the aleph creates on your pronunciation. So I'll go from right to left, starting here. Ba, ya, ra, ma, la, wa, na, a. So this is the hamza, right? And the hamza means that you pause. You do what's called a glottal stop. You pause just before pronouncing whatever harakat it has. These are the harakat, right? The fatha right here. That is it. So to pronounce the hamza, a great way to feel the muscle in your throat is to take a deep, deep breath and then lock in the air with your throat. And then let it out bit by bit and keep locking it in, and you feel that muscle in your throat. That is what you will use to close off your airway. And you'll do that just before pronouncing the hamza. So instead of you'll find it a lot easier to understand this when you see it in words. So moving on. Ha, a, ha, ra, kha, ta. Notice the difference here. Ra, kha, ta. The ra and the kha make you go ah, right? Like open your mouth, almost like a fish, or like your mouth is very relaxed, almost, you know. And the ta makes you kind of smile as you say it. Ra, kha, ta, fa, ja, da, tha, za, sa, sha, saw, ba. Again, you notice the heavy effects of these letters here. Saw, ba, pa, va, fa, ka. These are written similar, but they create different effects with the vowels. So fa and ka, ka, e. So this here is a short ya here. It's just like the dagger aleph. Has the same effect. You'll pronounce the e for 2 counts. E, he, woo. Another similar thing with the wow here. Instead of woo, woo, who, and ooh with the hamza. Now in this lesson, you can see it has changed up a little bit. You have the aleph at the end of a word preceded by a wow. So this is very common in basically verbs in Arabic. I'm not going to explain what it does. You can get into that later when you study Arabic grammar and sarf. But just for now, when you pronounce it, the aleph is basically silent. This is pronounced oo, as if it were just with the wow, and it ended there. So starting from this letter, ba, oo, bi. Remember, this right here is a ya. This section right here is a ya, and this part is the ba with a kasra. Bi, ta, tu, ti, tha, thu, thi, ha, hu, he, kha, hu, he, ra, ru, ri, za, zu, zi, pa, pu, pi, va, vu, vi, fa, fu, fi. How big of a fee do you charge? Ha, hu, he, ya, you, ye. A, u, e. Ja, ju, ji. Da, du, di. Tha, thu, thee. Sa, su, si. Sha, shu, she. Saw, su, si. Ba, bu, bi. A, u, I. This is very hard for a lot of people. And if there's any other hard letters, don't stress out too much about it. A really good idea is just hear it over and over again, and somebody repeat it to you over and over again. Use it in different words, use it in different chapters of the Quran as you start to memorize. Hear reciters, different reciters use it. The ayin in different, with different vowels. And just try hard to, imitate the person. Don't overthink it, though. A lot of people really overthink it. Where am I doing it in my throat and this and that? Don't overthink it. Just practice it. Even if you're wrong at first, at least, just keep practicing it and keep trying it until you start to get it right. And in my experience, that is the best, the easiest way to learn how to pronounce the ayin. It just takes time. Your mind has a lot of different neurons that are making different connections. All sorts of parts in your mouth and throat are making new muscle memory. You're creating new muscle memory. You're creating new connections in your brain, and it just takes time. A lot of people don't get frozen on things. That's the biggest thing. Don't ever get frozen on one thing, like, oh, I can't pronounce this. I'm just going to stop now until I can pronounce it. Actually, that's like the worst thing you can do. Just move on. Keep trying as you come across it, and really don't stress about it and don't overthink it. And before you know it, it's kind of interesting. When you recite the Quran, you learn to recite. You seem like you're not making any progress, and then suddenly you realize, you look back. As long as you stick to it, you look back and you realize how far you've gone, how much progress you've made by just sticking to it and continuing to practice. When it comes to language learning, a lot of it is just hearing the language a lot. So listening to Quran reciters often, and just practicing all the time. Read and read and read and practice and practice and practice ad nauseam every day. And then you'll very, very rapidly start reciting the Quran and memorizing, and you'll very rapidly memorize the Quran with that method. So moving on. Ra, ru, li, ka, ku, ki, ka, ku, ki, la, lu, li, ma, mu, mi, na, nu, ni, wa, wu, we. Okay, so this gets pretty interesting here. So now you're going from tu to tau. See, you have the fatha, which makes it an a right after the ta, right? So ta, but then you have a wow. So tau, tai, thou, thai, thou, dai, thou, thy. Sorry, thy, rao, rai, zao, zai, sao, sai, shao, shai, sao, soi, bao, boi, pao, pai, vau, voi, vau, voi, lao, lai, now, nai. If I'm going too fast, don't hesitate to pause the video, practice it, and then listen to me. Ow, ai. Ow, that hurt. Ow, ai. Bow, bai. This is a bow right here. Jiao, jai. How, hai. How, hai. ow, I, gao, gai. Remember, this is the gargling G. Gao, gai. Fow, fai. Gao, gai. Cow, kai. Mao, mai. Wow, wai. How, hai. Yao, yai. Okay, this concludes this lesson. I recommend going back and doing it all on your own and see how much of it you can get correct, and going back and listening to me again. So now I'll scroll back through these. Feel free to pause the video and practice these. Okay, this concludes this lesson. Excuse me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you benefited from it. May Allah grant you success in your endeavors. May Allah grant you a deep understanding of this and help you to very quickly master the Arabic language, to master reading, to master Quran recitation, and to gain a deep understanding of the Quran and a deep connection to it. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.